I believe
Right.
it's like Hugo Grotius. I know no one's heard of him, but Hugo Grotius in his book about the rights of war, he writes, "Don't forget that when you anything done in an unjust war is unjust per se itself and must be answered for before the God of the universe and must be repented of lest you be condemned for it." Now, that's the type of stuff our fathers used to read, our founding fathers read, you know. They took that stuff very seriously, and it's and he says, "Realize that the commandment is thou shalt not kill." And he says, "Think about that. Are there justifiable reasons to kill? Yes. But you better make dang sure yours is on that list before you pull that trigger, son. And it doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing. It doesn't matter what you've been told. Shoot that brown person because he hates America, right? I don't know anything more hateful than to shoot someone because he hates you.
Right.
I don't care. Who cares, man? We should be so unconcerned with who doesn't like us. And I'm going to take it back real quick to the John Birch Society. In my conversations with the CEO Bill Hahn, who is a remarkable man, insightful and foresightful, he he said in his official, so he sent me his bulletin. This is a little inside baseball. JBS every month has a bulletin of like what's going on, what action things you should be doing, and it's wonderful because it's like, hey, this thing is going on. Here's a sample script you can use to write a letter to your congressman or your governor or whatever. I mean, that's brilliant. And it's like, contact your local chapter leader if you want to, want help putting something together. If you want to go to your state house and testify at a committee meeting, we can hook that up for you. That's awesome. But Bill Hahn in his December bulletin, he said he sent it to me. He says, "Hey, punch this up. Make sure I got this right." I mean, the CEO of the John Birch Society, and I'm reading it, and he has a whole section in there about, yeah, we're fighting these wars, is proxy wars in Israel and Ukraine, and all these places. Like, have not learned the lesson about blowback yet? And he has a whole section on that's the John Birch Society, man. The
Well,
John Birch
I will
Society
say
is
the first place I heard of Ron Paul was from the John Birch Society.
Ron Paul, man. And yeah, when I worked for him, he loved that I wrote for the New American because it's like, he's like, those are the people that are going to listen to me,
Yeah.
and we should, because anyway, if you're not, the John Birch Society is not one of these people that are going to be like, rah, 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 shoot them all and let God sort them out. That's not constitutional. It's not moral. You know, it's not more. Forget the Constitution. It isn't, even if the Constitution said, yeah, you can shoot anybody who hates America, that still wouldn't justify you shooting anybody who hates America because it's immoral. There is a law above positive law, right? And so, to just be honest, I mean, the John Birch Society recognize, and there may be people who have the reputation that they don't. Trust me, they do. You could read the December bulletin if you were a member. If you're a member of the John Birch Society, you'll get that bulletin in the mail or digitally as well, and it'll say, you'll read where he says the founding fathers said this, the Constitution says this, morality says this, and blowback, and so finding that organization, I think a lot of your listeners would be like, okay, I don't agree. For example, you may not agree with their whole immigration stance, for example.